I got a $50 tip at work. I'm a front desk agent at a resort. It was because a guy forgot he was supposed to check out of his chalet. I called him up and he said sorry and asked if he could stay in the same chalet for another night. I told him that someone would be coming into that chalet today, so he couldn't do that. I put him in another chalet and he was happy about that because he didn't have to go home right away. He tipped me heavy. I'm eating some black licorice today. Hope you're all doing well. I asked for vacation pay. We get paid bi-weekly at work, and off of every paycheck is about $55 for vacation pay. You can ask payroll to add your vacation pay to a paycheck. My vacation pay was about $900. I asked for it to be added to a paycheck. But when I got my paycheck, it was a lot less than I thought it was going to be. I asked payroll about that, and they said it was the taxes. So that kind of sucks, but I took my vacation pay to help me with paying off debt and to help me with bills, and it did that, so that's a good thing. I did withdraw $500 from my bank account in cash. I said I was going to put the I guess I did say I was going to put the $500 on my folio at work. So at work, if you go to the restaurant at work and you have a folio, you can order a meal and tell the server that you're dealing with to add it to your folio. Then next paycheck, or maybe it's just one paycheck per month, ow, I just bit my lip. I don't know. The meal will be taken off of your paycheck. So you can leave your credit card, debit card, or cash at home and just do it that way. And if you're broke, you can put meals on your folio and it will be taken off your paychecks. But I don't do that. I've heard some people who have like $300 on their folio, and of course they get that taken off their paychecks. So I was at work with my $500 cash and asked my manager if she could put the cash onto my folio. But she said that I shouldn't tie up that much money in my folio because I won't have access to it once it's there, except for meals, of course. She suggested that I put $100 onto my folio, so I did that and stashed the remaining $400 in a safe place. I like having a credit on my folio, as I don't like money coming off of my paycheck, except for vacation pay. I also like to have a credit on my credit card. I transfer funds to my credit card, so I have like negative $500 on my credit card, for instance. That way I don't have to worry about running out of money. So negative sounds like you probably have less than $0 on your credit card, but really that's what happens when you put money onto your credit card. And then you can spend, if you have negative $500, of course you could go out and spend $500 and it won't even take it out of your checking account at the end of the month. I moved out of my parents' place and into my new apartment. I'm in the apartment now. Not sure if I should get a roommate. I think nobody thinks I can afford this place. Because most people at work know about how much I make. Every time I tell someone I'm living in a 2-bedroom apartment, they ask me if I'm going to get a roommate. I guess that's because if I had a roommate, paying me rent money, it would make the place more affordable. I could benefit from having a roommate, making the place more affordable, but I like being able to use the bathroom anytime I want to. I only have one bathroom, and I like to be messy and not having to worry about annoying somebody with my mess. I should tidy up this place though, let me tell you. It's messy, too messy right now. Right now I don't have my own vehicle. I'm using my parents' SUV. They have a Honda Civic, but they use most times. So it's okay for now. They only need the SUV sometimes to take the garbage to the garbage dump. We live in a rural area, so there aren't garbage trucks that come and pick up your garbage like what happens in the cities. I'm thinking about buying a car that is either Honda or Toyota. I want to go to a dealership to buy a used car, but I don't know if I can afford it. My rent is $850 per month plus utilities. I make $16 per hour and I work full time. Basically, at about the time I moved out of my parents' place, they finally got fast internet installed. That kind of sucks for me. I was a bit unlucky there. I want to get fast internet. But to get fast internet now, they would have to install a dish on my roof. And my landlord said that she doesn't want dishes on the roof. I mean, like a satellite dish. I don't know if the internet would be through satellite, but it's like that type of dish, you know. So I had to get the slow internet installed that uses a phone jack. Actually, the internet isn't too bad. It only took me about half a day to upload my last video. I was surprised because I thought that I have the same internet as the internet I had when I was living at my parents' house. When I was living at my parents' place and we had the slow internet, it would take me like 1.5 days at least to upload a video. The longer videos would take like 2 nights to upload. It was terrible. I thought uploading videos slowed down the internet, and I didn't want to slow down the internet for my parents. So I would upload videos when they were asleep at night and wake up early to pause the upload in the morning when they would wake up. It was a struggle. Anyways, in the spring, my landlord says that we'll be getting fast fiber optic internet installed, so that's good. I was considering bringing my iMac computer to my parents' place to upload videos using their fast internet, but now I think that wouldn't be needed. I'm glad I don't have to do that, as my iMac is big and bulky. The screen is 27 inches wide, I think. Plus, I don't have a carrying case for it, and I worry about scratching the screen. Screens like that are so easy to scratch, in my opinion. This licorice is really good. I still don't have a couch, dining room table, or dining room chairs. My parents said they would give me that stuff if I wanted. The mattress that I bought from the previous tenants is a little too long for the bed frame. I hope that doesn't cause problems. I finally paid off the money I owed to my parents. At least I think it's all paid off. I remember being so stressed about debt at one point. It's such a relief to have it taken care of. I had a bank account that would offer me 2.5% interest if I had my money in it for about 4 months. I forget. If I would withdraw any amount of money before the end of about 4 months, I wouldn't get that interest rate, 2.5%. However, I was still earning some interest once a month on the money I had in the account before I withdrew the money. Before paying my parents back, I was patiently waiting for my high interest savings account to pay me interest. And to get to the next month so I wouldn't be charged a service fee on my checking account, as I had over 3,000, I'm just trying to say 3,000, but I'm repeating myself, sorry, dollars in my checking account. And if I had over $3,000 in the account, I wouldn't be charged a fee. So I waited so I could have one more month that I wouldn't be charged a fee, and so I could make interest, so I could save and earn a little extra money before paying my parents back. I hope that made sense. I called up my bank and they said I would only earn $27 in interest if I kept my money in my high interest savings account until the end date. So I could have waited for that, but I thought it would be such a nice relief to pay my parents back, so I just chose to pay them back instead of waiting. I ran out of time with buying my parents Christmas presents. I ended up just going to a gas station and buying my mom a Visa gift card worth $100. dad an Amazon gift card worth $100. I kind of felt bad about that, as these certainly aren't thoughtful gifts, but at least I did get them something valuable. I thought about getting a credit card that has an annual fee but gives higher cash back from groceries. But I'm trying to spend little money on groceries, so I might not get a lot of cash back from the credit card. It might make more sense for me to stick to my no-fee credit card. For groceries, I could go to a grocery hardware store that is close by, so I wouldn't have to spend that much on gas, but they have a limited selection of food because it's mainly a hardware and liquor store. Or I could go to a bigger grocery store that is about a 15-minute drive one way, so I would have to pay more in gas, but I would have a better selection of groceries. I think the grocery store that's smaller might have better prices, actually. Usually that's not the case with the small grocery stores, that you get decent prices. Let me just drink some water real quick. Maybe you can get some ASMR or tingles from the gulping sounds. I could try to exaggerate the gulping sounds a little bit. Maybe that would make the tingles better. Let me just see here. Where was I again? Did I mention already? Hopefully I'm not repeating myself, but I said, however, I think the grocery store makes a lot of money selling beer and liquor, so they can afford to keep the prices of the groceries low, so they can compete with other grocery stores. I'm sorry if I repeated that already, but I started paying rent on the 15th of December, but I didn't move into my new apartment until December 20th. It's because I forgot to schedule internet to get hooked up, so they didn't get hooked up until the 20th. I basically can't live without internet, so I just stayed at my parents' house until the 20th. I discovered something valuable about getting the ice off my parents' SUV's windshield. I was using a plastic 7-Eleven points card to scrape the ice off the inside of the windshield, or using a de-icing spray and paper towel to get it off. And both of those methods made it difficult for me to do. Now I just turn on the vehicle, put the heat on the highest setting, and put on the defrost, put the fan on the highest setting, and let the defroster run for about 20 minutes until the ice is gone. It's so easy and nice. I got some Christmas presents from my parents. I got this clothes drying rack. It will be nice to use this as I think the dryer can shrink clothes down and damage clothes. I wish I could show you what food items I got from my parents, but I already ate them. I made this video too late. Okay, so I'm I got this really nice cutting board. It's nice having a cutting board this big as you can cut some food up. Put it to the side of a cutting board and keep cutting more items. You don't have to get a bunch of little bowls out. They also bought me a scale. I might sound ungrateful, but I wasn't super happy about this gift, as I'm pretty sure they were getting me a scale because I've gained weight. So it's like calling me fat. I guess it's nice for them to be concerned about my health, though. They also bought me an alarm clock. So I'm less likely to sleep in when I'm supposed to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. When I need to start work at 6 a.m. In my next video, I'll do an apartment tour. I think I was thinking about doing that in this video, but I'm running out of video ideas, so it might be better to split that into 2 videos. Work was crazy over Christmas and New Year's. It was so busy. It's even harder than working on busy days in the summer, as there are many rentals. We rent toboggans, cross-country skis, ice skates, and snowshoes. The toboggans are free. We're constantly having people come to the front desk looking to rent one of said equipment. And we were also doing sleigh rides, and we had a guy driving some horses that were pulling a sleigh. And people could pay to ride on the sleigh, so people would pre-register for the sleigh rides. But 20 minutes before they were supposed to ride on the sleigh, they would come to the front desk to fill out a waiver form, and they would get their tickets. I remember having so much anxiety when people would come for the tickets. I remember once I was looking through the pages of people who had registered for the sleigh rides, and I couldn't find it. And my boss said it was on the front page that I flipped past. So my boss said, so it was right on the front page and I flipped past it. I guess I said that already. But then my boss said that she will handle the sleigh rides, which of course isn't a good thing when your boss says that you shouldn't be handling a task that you should be able to handle. Oh well, I think my boss does still like me. I'm sorry for taking so long to post a video where I actually talk. I don't have any excuses, but I actually have been quite busy with work and going to my parents' house for supper. My parents are constantly asking me if they want to meet, or asking me if I want to go to their place for supper. It's nice that they're doing that, and I always accept their offer, but it kind of feels like me moving out to my own apartment and paying rent was a little pointless if I'm always at their place anyway. Oh well, I still feel like I made the right decision to move out. I mean, I'm 34 years old, and that needed to be done, am I right? I went for a walk in the park today. My new apartment is much closer to a national park than my parents' house is if you're walking. There are some snow sculptures, and there is an ice skating trail that is much longer this year than it has been in previous years. I hope in December 2022 I made enough money to hit the payment threshold on AdSense. I get paid for the advertisements on my YouTube videos by Google AdSense. If you have to make $100 from advertisements for you to get paid on YouTube. You will get paid as long as you do make $100 from ads in the future, but you will have to wait longer to get paid if you don't hit that threshold, and that's not good. And in the past 28 days, I made about $82 from advertisements only. So I think I need to start making videos more often. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.